Welcome, beautiful goddesses. You all look so gorgeous. The little sparkle on your bindi is just stunning. So I want to welcome you to the first ever Melbourne Goddess Group. I run these in Sydney every second Tuesday and I absolutely love them. It's my favourite day of the week. And I love creating a sacred, safe space for women to come and grow and evolve and share and get to know themselves a little bit deeper. So this is what the next hour and a half is all about. I want to honour and acknowledge all of you for being here on your Sunday. I know there's probably a million other things that you could have been doing today, and you've chosen to say yes to yourself and to show up for you. Then that's something that I really honour in each and every one of you, because I know working on yourself isn't a piece of raw cake. It is sometimes very challenging. But you guys have all said that you want to grow, you want to evolve, and you want to be a better version of you. So for that, I'm just like, I honour each and every one of you. So before we dive into today's topic, to sharing and growing and evolving, I like to bring everyone's energy together. So we're going to start with a little meditation. So if you guys could get as comfortable as you can, and just crossing your legs or however feels good for you. And we can place our hands in our lap like this, or we can have them up on our thighs. And we're just going to gently close down our eyes. And collectively, we're going to take in a big, deep breath in through your nose. And exhaling out through your nose. Inhaling through your nose. And exhaling out through your nose. Inhale, breathe it up. And slowly exhaling out. And just allowing yourself to really arrive here in this seat. Letting go of the mean girl internal dialogue. And any time a thought pops up, just let it float on by. We can observe the outside noises, but don't get attached to them. Just simply let them go and return back to the present moment, to your center. Continue to elongate your breath a little bit longer, a little bit deeper with every in and exhalation. Breathing down into your belly. If you notice yourself breathing into your chest, try and drop that breath deep into the very pit of your belly. Feel your belly expand and not your chest. On each in and exhalation, try and slow it down a little bit more. I invite you now to let go of your morning, let go of anything that's happened up until this moment. Any franticness getting here, trying to find a park, getting the kids organized. let that go and just allow yourself to fully be here with me, open and present for the next hour and a half. Just allow yourself to fully be here. Because the truth is, there is nowhere else you need to be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. And for some divine reason, the universe has led you to this seat to hear whatever it is that you need to hear today. And when you show up with an open heart and an open mind, you allow those gifts to flow through you. And you will receive whatever it is that you need to receive. But if you show up with expectations, with stories from the past, you block that energy flow. And you won't be able to receive whatever it is that you came here to receive. So I invite you to let go of any internal dialogue. Let's just put our mean girl on mute for the next hour and a half, and let's just show up as our true self. Let's speak from our hearts, from our truth. Inhaling, deep breath, inhale, breathe it up, breathe, 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 hold the breath at the top, and on the exhale I want you to sigh it out. Beautiful, inhale, breathe it up, the biggest breath you've ever taken, inhale, inhale, hold, 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 and sigh it out. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, breathe it up. Breathe, 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 breathe. Hold and sigh it out. Beautiful. Now just placing your hands over your heart. Feel that beautiful warmth, that beautiful essence. That is the truth of who you are. Not the internal mean girl chatter. That beautiful warmth behind your heart, that is your truth. Stay connected to that. There's a spiritual text that says the longest journey we will ever make is the shortest distance, but the longest is from our head to our heart. Whenever we notice we're in our head, let's slide on back down into that beautiful heart space. Bringing your hands to prayer at your heart. And setting a little intention for yourself for our time together. Maybe it's to be open, it's to be present, it's to let go of mean girl chatter. Whatever it is, I invite you now to set that intention for yourself. And rubbing your hands together, cultivating some heat, balancing the right and left hemisphere of our brains, placing it back at our heart center. And when you're ready, you can gently crack open your eyes. Beautiful. I could have stayed there all day. It was so good. Does everyone feel juicy and nice? Yeah, so good. So everyone raise their right hand for me, really high in the sky. I want you to leave your hand up if in the past you have done something for someone else that wasn't your truth, and at the end of it you felt depleted and a little bit flat. Right, everyone. Okay, cool. Leave your hand up if you are a world-class people pleaser. Yep. 99.9% of us. Awesome. Leave your hand up if you would like to learn about how to really flex your self-love muscle, how to cultivate so much self-love within yourself that you are vibrating at such a high frequency that you are like a magnet for all of the love and juiciness that's in this world. Yeah, we got some double ones up there. Yeah, awesome. Well, you can pop your hands down. Thank you. You're all in the right place. And each topic that I speak about at the Goddess Group comes intuitively to me. It's not something that I plan. It's something that I feel energetically is going on with the world, with the planets. And this week, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking what was going to be the best supportive and most supportive for you guys. And it was talking about self-love and how to really flex our self-love muscle and how to become bursting with love. Because I realized this over the past 2 months, I've been traveling a lot. I've been on my book tour, and although I am the queen of self-love and self-care and I practice it religiously, I was kind of not doing enough. I wasn't doing enough, and as a result, on Friday, when I was flying to Melbourne to come here to speak to you guys, I felt this niggle in my neck on Thursday night, and I went to bed, and I was like, okay, whatever this is, I welcome you. I'm here to learn whatever my lesson is. And my husband put his hand on my neck and said, I'm sending this spot love. And I was like, thanks. And I didn't really think much of it. And I woke up the next day and couldn't even lift my head off the pillow. And I was streaming and streaming with tears. And I was like, what am I going to do? Like, it was 6 o'clock. My Uber was coming to pick me up at 7:30. And I was like, I can't even lift my head off the pillow. And he had to like help me, and he put me in an Epsom salt bath, and my beautiful chiro and kinesiologist came over and did some work on me and loosened it up enough so that I could get on the plane. But yes, on the day I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't even sit in front of someone and talk. But I realized in that moment that I was doing self-care and self-love and flexing my self-love muscle about 90%. And that was the manifestation for me. That was what was manifesting in my body, because I wasn't really doing it to 100%. And I think a lot of us can kind of kid ourselves a little bit. We can kind of be like, no, I'm meditating and doing yoga and, dry body brushing and doing all these things. And it's not really flexing it to 100%. Can everybody relate to that? Yeah. So this is why I wanted to talk about this, because why it's so important that we are full and overflowing with self-love is because when we are overflowing with self-love and just bursting with love, it's only then we can truly give to other people. I don't know about you guys, but I have tried to give when I've been half full, and it's exhausting and depleting, and I end up getting sick. Can everyone relate to that? Yeah. So this is why this is such an important topic, because I think we have come around in a cycle in the universe where we have become world-class gold medalist people pleasers. And whenever we're giving and we're giving and we're giving, we're depleting our energy source and our life force, our prana. And it's that same input and output. What you put in, you get out. And if we're not constantly filling up, how do you expect to function and go? It's like a car. If you don't fill it up with petrol, it's not going to drive. And so many of us expect it to go, expect it to drive without putting in anything. Can everybody relate to that? Yeah. So I want you guys to just think about for a moment. I just want you to ponder on this for me. When in your life, maybe a particular situation comes up, when in your life have you given from that half full place and you felt defeated, deflated, and flat afterward? Just maybe write down a moment, because I want to help you identify the difference. So maybe write down a particular situation where you have given from that not full state. Maybe it's to someone in your family or a friend or someone at work, when you really know that you were only half full. So take a moment now, and then once you finish, just look up so I know who's finished. Does anybody not have a situation? Okay, we've all got one. And if you've got a few, you can write them down as well. Do you have a pen and paper? Oh, you've got it. Awesome. Thanks. So these are the times when you've given from that empty space, not from that overflowing, bursting with love space. It's usually when we're people pleasing. And just a note on people pleasing, like I was a world-class gold medalist people pleaser. It's something that I learned watching my parents grow up, something that I had to unlearn. It was a habit that I really had to consciously unlearn because it gave me chronic fatigue and put me in hospital. So this is why I'm so passionate about this topic. Because I want all of you guys to be the shiniest, best version of yourselves, whatever that looks like for you. But in order for you to do that, we need to say yes to us. And sometimes that means a no or a no thank you to other people. Does that make sense? Okay, so has everyone got a situation? Awesome. Okay, I now want you guys to think about a moment or a situation in your life where you have been overflowing with love and you've given from that place. And usually that will feel really quite effortless. It will feel easy. Like it might even be a struggle to think about it because it just happened so organically. So can everybody think of a situation where they've just done something for someone or helped someone out just because they were overflowing from that place of love, and it felt quite effortless, it felt quite flowing, there wasn't a lot of thought about it, you just did it. It kind of flowed. Just look up when you're finished. Have you got one? You got a situation? Awesome. So I'd love to hear yours. Yeah, from the full one.
In the holidays just gone, I was at home during meditation because we did. I had a few people, I mean, I was struggling with a few people just saying to me in a couple of days, like, I don't want meditation, I don't know, I knew how to talk, I know a little bit about it. And I did it as a free donation of everything, and I had literally coming out of my ears. I built the studio, I had this lovely lady that we use the studio every week. People just giving me so much feedback, and every week I was having lessons intuitive. I just went through and spoke, and people just had the best feedback about it. It was really, really nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
fell together.
Yeah. You know, one of the common things that people say to me is, you must be exhausted. And I'm like, no, I've never felt better in my entire life. This energizes me because I'm full. This gives me energy. You know, people are like, yeah, but you're traveling so much and you're speaking. And I'm like, I love it because I'm full, because I take care of myself, because I really come to a place of